In his cave on 00 Island, Scratch awoke each morning just as the first sunbeam peeked through. He would yawn, then reach for his trusty wooden club to be sure it was ready for the day's adventures. Colonel Bleep, in his laboratory, was up early, just in time to silence that noisy bird in the wooden clock before it could finish its morning call. Because in his little dream house, Squeak would still be sound asleep in his cozy bed. This morning, however, things began in a very different way. When Scratch yawned and reached for his wooden club, it was missing. Only a few crumbs of sawdust remained. When Bleep got up to silence the cuckoo clock, something was very wrong indeed. Only the metal springs, gears, and numerals were left. Every wooden part of that clock had vanished, even the cuckoo. Bleep and Scratch rushed to awaken Squeak, but the little puppet's bed was empty, and Squeak himself was nowhere to be found. The only clue was a trail of unusual footprints, which Bleep recognized immediately. Only yesterday in his lab, the Colonel had seen those very same footprints, only much smaller in size. Following the tracks, he had discovered a tiny wood-eating insect called a termite. But Bleep was amazed to find that this particular termite had traces of interplanetary wood dust on its wings. Something strange was going on. Somehow, by some strange power, a tiny termite had grown overnight into a giant monster. There was no doubt. A wood-eating monster of tremendous size was on the loose. Poor Squeak, the little wooden puppet, had been captured by a giant termite. A terrible termite. The Colonel sped into action. Using atomic energy, he quickly made for Scratch a brand new club. Not of wood, but of solid lead, one of the heaviest, most malleable metals commonly used by man. Thus armed, Bleep and Scratch hurriedly followed the footprints to rescue their little friend. Suddenly they were upon him. There was the great insect sprinkling salt on the poor wooden puppet, who lay bound on a huge platter. This was a time for quick thinking and fast action. With caveman strength, Scratch molded his heavy but malleable metal club into a statue that looked exactly like Squeak. And as the termite turned to put away the salt, Scratch quickly substituted the metal statue for the real puppet. And at the same time, Bleep charged the statue with a bolt of atomic lightning. Then the terrible termite turned, and in one hungry gulp, swallowed the charged statue. With a howl of pain, the monster leaped into the sea to cool off. But the weight of that heavy metal statue pulled him down, 50 fathoms under. So once again, peace was restored to 00 Island. And while Scratch fashioned a new wooden club, and Colonel Bleep repaired the cuckoo clock, little Squeak snoozed soundly in his cozy little bed, tired from his exciting adventure and completely unaware that even greater danger lay ahead.
Blast off for another exciting adventure in outer space with Scott McCloud, Space Angel, in the story of The Gladiators.
Evening Star calling Starduster. Starduster, come in, please. Scott, if you can hear me, please come in.
This is Starduster. What's the excitement, Professor? Over.
You know that asteroid crystal discovered in Vector 5?
Yeah, what about it?
Scott, get this. That little gem contains over 80% beryllium.
Well, what's the mass, Professor?
It's 1/2 of Earth's moon.
Holy cats, what a find.
It's important that we get to the asteroid before an outsider discovers this information. It's up to you, Scott.
We're on our way, Professor. Out here.
I feel like a lucky prospector.
Oh, we've got company.
What is it, Taurus?
Another ship headed toward our asteroid.
Looks like we have a race. Hang on. Turn on the forward viewscope.
Aye, Skipper.
I don't recognize the ship.
It's not from our solar system.
Anthenians. No question about it.
Think we can beat them?
We'll sure try. Stand by for landing.
Aye, Skipper. Reading, Crystal.
0.4 gravity.
Stand by. Firing retro rockets.
We beat them. What now, lad?
Follow me, gang. Steady now. The hatch is opening.
Look, Scott. There's the Anthenian.
Creatures from Earth, you are helpless. We have a protective beam surrounding you and your ship.
But why? We were here first. The intergalaxy law determines that this is our asteroid by right of first touchdown.
Laws. Anthenians have their own laws. And by the right of possession, this asteroid is ours.
This matter must be arbitrated before the Interplanetary Space Council.
We will settle this before the Anthenian Space Advisors. They will know what to do.
A force ray.
I can't move.
Fools! To think you can outwit an Anthenian. The girl must come with me. Leave the lass alone, you monkey.
If I could move,
I could reach my disintegrator.
Why are you taking the girl? She can't help you.
To make sure you follow us to Anthenia.
Skipper, we can't leave Crystal.
I know. They've got the upper hand at the moment. Good. He's turned off the force ray. We'll have to follow them, Taurus.
Aye, Skipper. And if they harm that lass, they'll be sorry they ever saw this day. Should we notify the Space Council?
Not while they have Crystal. No, we'll have to play by their rules for now.
Well, it won't be long now. There's our destination.
Stand by, Taurus. This isn't going to be easy.
Careful, Skipper. You're only allowed one mistake. Phew. We made it, Skipper. I'm sure glad that's over.
Me too. That belt of asteroids is what makes the Anthenians so arrogant. It's the finest defense barrier in this galaxy.
Aye, Skipper. And there's their main planet, straight ahead.
Stand by for landing. We're entering atmosphere. According to intergalaxy law, the first ship to touch down on an asteroid may claim it.
Here, we make the law, and there's but one way to settle the dispute. War.
War! War!
What kind of war?
You will meet our gladiators in our fighting machines.
Well, now, we always enjoy a good fight.
You will have a good fight, Earthling, against our champions.
You will have the privilege of fighting 3 wars.
If you win 2 of the 3, the beryllium asteroid is yours.
And if we lose?
To lose is to die.
This meeting is adjourned to the arena. The first war will be fought with cannon mobiles.
I presume I'll have time to practice the operation of this toy.
You will get plenty of practice when the war begins.
Real sports, these Anthenians.
You will find Zarko, your opponent, to be a wonderful teacher.
He has won 100 such wars. And now, you will mount your machine.
The first war is to be fought until one of you is unable to continue.
Scott, be careful.
Keep your guard up, Skipper.
The gladiators will take their place on the battle lines at either end of the arena.
Let the war begin.
Good afternoon, fellow citizens. In the blue chariot is Zokar, champion of Anthenia, victorious in over 100 wars. Zokar, representative of the greatest culture in the universe, the supreme planet Anthenia. Now entering the arena, the red chariot carrying the Earthling Scott McCloud. This will indeed be a glorious day for Anthenia. Once again, we shall prove the superior might of our planet through the efforts of Zokar. Zokar maneuvers into position. He prepares his battle attack. There goes Zokar! Obviously warming up his cannon citizens. No cause for alarm. I've seen him do this 100 times. Again, Zokar maneuvers for position. The Earthling obviously has weak eyes. Watch the Earthling, Zokar. He appears tricky. Observe, citizens of Anthenia, the Earthling's puny efforts at battle.
Kristen, do you think you can make it to the Star Duster without being seen?
I can try.
Then get going. Call the Space Council and see if we can get some help out here.
Right, Taurus. See you later.
Zokar is playing Catonic and Dingo with him. Stop playing with the poor Earth creature, Zokar. You're beginning to frighten him. Put him out of his misery. Zokar fires. The Earthling is hit.
Stay with him, Skipper.
Well, Earthling, what can we do for you? Zokar has scored the first blow. That's it. Run, Earthling. After him, Zokar. Catch the miserable insect and crush him.
Uh-oh. No guns.
Our friend is stubborn. Already he has lost his weapons.
We haven't lost yet. You watch.
Merely a question of time.
Oh!
Sorry, Taurus, I didn't make it.
Where did you find her? She was attempting to communicate with her galaxy.
Good work, Kolzar. Keep them both under guard.
Citizens, now pay close attention. Our glorious champion now closes for the kill. Now, Zokar! Now for Anthenia! Now for victory!
Oh, heavens!
Get up, lad. Get up.
Scott. Oh, Scott.
Our gladiator is still standing. It would appear that we have been victorious in the first war.
Is he...
Just unconscious, Chris. I'll take him. Since you are unable to continue the war, I hereby claim victory and the beryllium asteroid for Anthenia and her planets.
Hold on now. Who says we're unable to continue?
But look at your man. He is unconscious.
I challenge for the right to fight the next war.
You? Very well. So shall it be.
Prepare the next 2 gladiators for combat.
If I may make a suggestion...
Continue. Let's dispense with the toys. I wish to fight without weapons. We'll use our bare hands.
You may not have the advantage of your strength. However, you may have your choice of weapons.
The Earthling will have his choice of weapons. The double-headed poleaxe. The mobile spear tank cannon mobile. The shield and disintegrator robot. The atomic crossbow carrier. The mobile mace and the paralyzer.
I choose the mace. That's more like it.
Agreed. Take your friend to the ready room and prepare yourself for combat. How are you feeling, lad?
Oh, my head. What happened?
You rammed the black robot.
You did well, lad. But I'm afraid we lost the bout.
Taurus, what about the next war? We haven't lost yet.
Taurus is going to fight the next war with mace and shield.
Aye, this is one party I wouldn't miss for anything.
I should be fighting.
No, lad. You're in no condition.
Warriors, man your machines.
Okay, you old bull. Go get him.
The gladiators will take their positions on the starting lines. This contest will be a fight to the finish. The war will be over only when one of the gladiators is unable to continue. Be ready, the battle will begin at the signal from the leader.
Let the war begin.
Once again, Zokar must vanquish an Earthling. Now that he is warmed up, this should prove to be a simple task. The mace is most effective for close fighting. Make it quick, Zokar.
Scott, I'm frightened.
Don't worry, Chris. Taurus didn't come by his name accidentally. Watch him.
Watch how quickly Zokar finds the range. This is it, citizens. Hold on to your helmets. Zokar will now make his move. Observe, citizens, how Zokar feigns the Earthling out of position.
Oh, Scott, this is brutal.
I think Taurus could handle it. They're turning around.
The last 3 battles fought with the mobile mace found Zokar an angry, vicious gladiator. This afternoon, he is the same. Watch, citizens, as our wonderful hero approaches for the slaughter. Goodbye, foolish Earthling. Take him, Zokar, now!
Taurus! He's been hit!
No, he's okay, Chris. Just lost his windshield.
The Earthling has lost his protective head guard. Just one more blow, Zokar!
Look out, you fool.
Get him, Zokar! Get him!
He did it, Scott. Taurus won.
The war is over. The White Gladiator is victorious.
We won this round, all right. I wonder what they have in store for us next.
This round is yours, but for the last and final round, we will have the choice of weapons. Disintegrating rays.
The next and final war will be fought with disintegrating rays and reflective shields. For the protection of spectators, the ray guns have a range of only 30 yards. The participants are restricted to the center section of the arena.
Disintegrators? They don't get around, do they?
What strange-looking machines. What's the mirror for?
The mirror's for deflecting the disintegrator ray.
The control mechanism looks simple enough. I shouldn't have any trouble operating it.
No, Taurus. I'll take this bout. I've got an idea.
If those mirrors can deflect the rays, I can see where they can be as lethal as the blasters.
If I can just get my opponent in close enough.
But if I should lose, you'll have to look after Crystal, Taurus.
The contestants will take their places in the fighting machines.
This is the deciding war. It is to be fought to the death.
There is to be no compromise. Do you understand?
I understand.
Agreed.
That's unfair. He's wearing a reflective suit.
I'm afraid we're still playing by their rules.
Take your positions on the battle line.
The contestants are in position. Begin the war. Zokar lowers his ray gun and fires what appears to be a simple test shot, merely sampling the Earth creature's courage. The Earthling is obviously afraid as he refuses to return Zokar's powerful rays.
Taurus, why doesn't Scott use his blaster?
He has to get the hang of the controls first, lass. Now watch this.
Oh, that was a low shot, easily deflected by Zokar.
Atta boy, lad. Now go get him.
Taurus, did you see that? He did that on purpose. He deliberately held out his ray gun and let it be blasted away.
That's right. And whatever plan he has in mind, I hope it works.
Taurus, look!
Watch it, lad! Watch it!
He did it! He won!
Good work, Skipper.
Silence. The cheers of my people testify you have conducted yourself with valor. The wars are over. You have won the prize. The beryllium asteroid is yours.
Thank you. And so long as you've lived up to your agreement, and if you join the Interplanetary Space Council, I'll see to it that your planet gets its share of the processed beryllium.
Where have you been, Scott? I've been worried about you.
We stopped off at Danthinia for a little sport.
Sport.
Port, he calls it.
We're returning to base now, Professor. We'll fill you in when we get there. Starduster out.
And so ends the story of The Gladiators. Don't miss the next exciting adventure of Space Angel.